Hello everyone! Today it's finally time to share with you my Reading Rush TBR. If you don't know, Reading Rush is the reading event of the year. This is formerly called BooktubeAThon, and this is the OG, for me at least, the OG Readathon, and I'm so excited to participate and to see all of the new things Ariel and Readin have in store for this Readathon this year. I just love the BooktubeAthon, and I'm glad that they're rebranding it and being more inclusive to the rest of the book internet community. And I'm just really excited to read and experience this readathon because it's a great time every year. I've never been successful at it, but it's always been a good time. If you don't know about the Reading Rush, I'll be sure to link all of the information about this readathon down in the description bar. You probably already know about it because it's iconic. This readathon runs from July 22nd through the 28th, and I'm hoping to vlog my reading experience, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that bell notification so you get to see that vlog when it goes up. And there are 7 challenges for this readathon, but you can double up, and I completely plan on doing so. I have 5 books on my TBR for the week. Typically, I usually put 4 on my TBR for a readathon, but 2 of these are super short, so I think it's fine. It's like reading 4 things. Our first challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover. For this, I'm reading Tales of Beedle the Bard. This is by J.K. Rowling, the fairy tales that are within the Harry Potter lore. I've actually never read Tales of Beedle the Bard, which is super shameful as a pretty big Harry Potter fan. But I still want to read this, especially before J.K. Rowling kills the fandom for me. Second challenge is to read a book in the same spot the entire time, and I plan on reading this as well. Doubling up on challenges is ideal for me during readathons, and this is going to be able to meet that because it's short, and I can't imagine not being able to read this in one spot. Challenge number 3 is to read a book you meant to read last year. For this, I'm reading Far From the Tree, with the caveat that I might switch it out for something else because a lot of books could count for this. We'll see how I feel when the readathon comes around. This one is the most easy to switch out for me. Challenge number 4 is to read an author's first book, and this is Moonglass by Jessie Kirby. Technically, I could read this for the book you wanted to read last year because I wanted to read this for years. Never have done it. This is Jessie Kirby's debut. If you don't know, Jessie Kirby is one of my all-time favorite authors, and this I think is about a girl who lost her mother, and I don't know much more about it. Literally all I know is that Jessie Kirby wrote it, and I love her. And that's enough for me. Challenge number 5 is to read a book with non-human characters, and if you're struggling to find a book for this, I highly, highly recommend you read what I'm reading, because this is a reread for me, but it's one of my favorite things of all time ever, and it's Pride of Baghdad by Brian K. Vaughan, illustrated by Nico Enrique. First of all, the color palette is all this like beautiful, beautiful orange tone, and I love it. It's fantastic. Inspired by a 2008 raid on Baghdad that actually happened, in which a zoo was hit and animals fled. And so this is the fictionalized, obviously, story of that about a pride of lions and what happens to them when they leave the zoo. And it deals with a lot of like traditional family dynamics, and it's so interesting and beautiful, and I love it. I highly recommend it. So if you didn't know what you were gonna read for this challenge, or you want something short, something you can double up on a challenge for something like read the book in one spot, definitely recommend this because it's literally one of my all-time favorite graphic novels. Challenge number 6 is to pick a book that has 5+ words in the title. And so for this, we're doing Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. I always struggle saying that because it has so many words in the title. This is about a young boy whose dad passes away in 9/11, and he finds a key that belonged to his dad, and the key opens up a locker somewhere in New York City, and he's going across the city to find it. And I also believe it deals with his grief. I think he is like 9 or something, so he's young. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. I'm super excited to read it. And our last challenge is read and watch a book to movie adaptation, and I'm doubling up on this book because this also has an adaptation that I think will be amazing. I'm super excited to read it and watch it, and I've wanted to watch it for a long time, so this is the time to do them both. Comment down below and let me know if you're participating in the Reading Rush. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Definitely hit the bell notification so you find out when that Reading Rush vlog goes up, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye!